Hi, hello, my name is Dakota. You probably haven't seen me around before, because this is my first video actually recording anything. Fun fact, this is my second time recording my quote-unquote yap session over this video, because, very specifically, I had my mic muted the entire time, and I talked for about 15 minutes straight, with it being completely muted, so that wasn't very fun. I'm re-recording it because I really don't want to just have an entire video where it's just music in the background while you watch me run around, especially with how laggy my computer is and how laggy the footage itself is, so ignore that. I've been interested in Roblox just in general for about a couple years now. It's it's something I very frequently hop onto. It's because it's super accessible, obviously, that's the entire point of Roblox, but in general, I've been very fixated on it, outside of the fact that it's accessible and everything. Other Roblox games I like to play are fighting, pressure, and a bunch of very popular things. Whenever something good gets popular, I normally hop on it, so nonetheless. Recently, I have, as you can see in the title, I'm grinding for age up potions, because I only have 5 right now, which is really embarrassing, but also it's not, because it has been about a week since I started playing, and I've made a neon since then. In a week, I've made a neon. I've aged up multiple pets to the max, even outside of my neon making, and and of course, I've recently started grinding for age up potions because I don't want to spend hours upon hours grinding with neons. In general, I don't like making megas. I like making neons entirely because I don't want to, of course, right now I'm poor, so maybe later if I actually keep up with playing Adopt Me, I might actually, enjoy making megas, but right now, it's only, neon making for me. I'm currently trying to make a neon kelp raider, I believe, the one with the little pirate hat. He's really cute. I wish I could have made a neon crewmate, because, I find the little crewmates so cute. I want to pinch their cheekies, but sadly, I only have 2 of those, so, I don't know. I'm, terrified of trading, so I guess, hit me up if you want one. If you have one that you want to give away or something. I don't really have anything to offer. Mine is, a ginger cat, but you get that for free most of the time, so... all that being said, it's important to note that for this, for my entire, talking in this video, I am 17 years old, and, I'm 17 years old, 6 months till I become 18, and, I've played Adopt Me on and off for about 6 years now. It's never been, a huge interest. I normally got, month-long phases of it, on, being interested on it in general, but, really, I just always ended up, falling out after a while because, content got boring. I didn't have anything to watch while I played. None of my friends were really interested, and they seemed vividly annoyed with, having to deal with me, begging them to hop on because I can't really make alt accounts. So, it's funny. But, I have, a total of 70 hours over the 6 years over the 6 years of over the 6 years since my join date, because, it's the reason why, in my journal, I might put up a picture right now. I don't have any of my stats up because, I have so few pets, and, so little, most of everything, that it's just, it's low-key embarrassing, to the point where it's, I'm not showing the fact that I've only played 7 hours over 6 years. But, recently, I generally played a build, but, and I found out about trading houses, and I was like, oh my god, I can do that, and then I couldn't, because I would always get too attached to my builds, because generally, a lot of people in Adopt Me, are the same as me. They really love pink and everything, and despite me being a boy, I still am obsessed with pink and everything, so I've been, but, Pink is a very common aesthetic and everything, very bright colors, very pretty things, and so I go, okay, oh my god, I get to make something I like to, give to other people, and then I go to make something I like to give to other people, and I like it too much, so I keep it. Another topic is, I'm very obviously an artist. The PNGtubers you see on the screen right now, are made by me, of course, not to brag, but the bad thing is that it was made in MS Paint over, hence why, like, I was way too lazy to remove the background in MS Paint. I don't have, like, a super good, like, image software, and right now, because my iPad's broken, and, that's why I don't make any alt accounts, because it's, like, it's much harder to, like, have an alt account on just my phone and everything, instead of, like, on my iPad and, be able to, easily look between and everything. But, in general, my iPad's broken. The charger recently broke, so I'm unable to charge it, and, that means I'm unable to draw on it, because my Apple Pencil also can't charge, because the charger's broken. So, I'm just kind of like, so I drew this all on MS Paint, on my computer, and, I just kind of fiddled with it. It was really embarrassing. I have a speed paint of the MS Paint thing. If anybody ends up watching this video, I guess I might post it. But it's only of like the base, not like all of the expressions that you are seeing, the beautiful expressions that I so graciously made. I was way too fucking lazy to remove the background. In general, I don't expect myself to play Adopt Me for long, but I'm making a video on it because I wanted to record it, and I wanted to make a video on it, because I've been meaning to do something like this for a while, and, it helps to yap in the, like, plus, I'm stuck on my laptop, so I don't have an excuse anymore of, sitting on my iPad all day and going, well, okay, but I'll just play a game instead. Oh, but I don't have the storage. Like, you do have the storage on your computer. You do have the storage on, you do have the ability on your computer. So I don't really have any excuses. All that being said, you can tell that, like, I haven't done this before. I have a very messy way of speech. In general, I stutter a lot. So please ignore that if you can, if it's not, like, too annoying, quote-unquote. And just in general, I struggle a lot with, all this. I'm not bad with public speakage, I won't lie to you, but, I definitely have some issues with anxiety and the like. It's a little embarrassing. I take medication for it, as I said. I have ADHD, hence why I'm jumping all over the place with my thought process and everything. I had to make sure I wrote, like, some topics down to stick to, because, if I didn't, I would just be gone. Ignore how often I curse, by the way. Again, I'm 17 years old. Probably there will be a warning at the beginning of the video where it's like, hey, I curse, so 12-year-olds leave, because there is definitely, like, a section of Adopt Me, fans that are, like, older. I'm not saying, like, grown adults who, flex on little kids, but I'm talking about, like, teenagers who are currently, into it because, it's something fun to play on the weekends. You know what I mean? In general, in this game, I just try and collect what I find cute, and, that's basically everything. A lot of the pets are very cute to me in this game. I don't care much for the dragons or the legendaries in general, because, although a lot of them are very cute and very beautiful, I'm not committing myself to trying to get a legendary. It takes too long, and trading for it would be hell. Of course, I can always go for, the royal egg and everything, but I'm just, like, lazy. So, yeah. I don't know, sorry for, like, the pause of silences. I keep, like, looking at my, like, notes going, like, what else can I talk about? But then, like, I realize that, like, I've talked about everything I've written down. the thing is, like, a lot of Adopt Me content, isn't for me. I really like fast talkers. First of all, I like fast talkers. Second of all, I'm a, you know, like, the one that I'm currently watching, I won't say her channel name, not because I don't want to give, like, exposure, but just because, like, I don't want her, like, you know, coming onto my channel and going, yes, weird, weird trans guy who keeps, like, you know, doing doo-doos, you know, as a little PNGtuber jumping up and down. But, you know, the one that I currently watch, she's, like, 14, and I was like, ooh, because I thought she was, like, 20 or something, you know? Because, like, with how, like, mature she talked, and how, like, you know, and how she frequently talked about going on trips with her family and everything, I was like, oh, okay, so she must be, like, you know, I would be surprised if she was, like, you know, 16, but then I heard her talk about, like, you know, oh, it's my 14th birthday soon, and I was like, dude, you're 13? And it's just, like, it's insane how fast, like, kids mature these days to me, because although some of them are, because, like, you know, in a way I'm glad because some of them are normal, in another way I'm not glad because, like, kid, put the phone down, you know? And, like, although, you know, 14 is a decently normal age to, you know, be talking with, you know, composed, mature sentences. It's right when you start developing and everything. Like, I get what it means. Like, I get why she's, like, acting like that as a as a 14-year-old. But, like, I don't know, it's embarrassing to me because, like, I act like this as a 17-year-old. I'm, you know, I'm all over the place and, like, you know, I'm super weird in general. I'm not gonna, like, go in too deep of, like, my weirdness and or anything. I'm not gonna yap about my interests or anything, but, you can tell as someone who is a trans boy who is currently covered in pink and my, you know, my avatar looks like this, that, you know, there's definitely something off with me. I talked about this earlier, but, like, I don't play with alt accounts. You know, I explained the reasoning, I just find it annoying to make an entire account for Adopt Me. But, also, in general, oops, excuse me, also in general, I like playing with my friends instead, because, specifically my boyfriend, I love playing it with him, because he just goes off and does a bunch of stupid shit, and I'm like, come back here. With my friends as well, it's just enjoyable, you know, it's really fun to fuck around. Because, you know, they can fuck around while I grind, because then I can just, like, I can raggle them. I don't know, it's funny. That being said, sometimes I feel, like, overly annoying, because, like, I'm just, like, poking my friends going, hey, do you want to play Adopt Me? Can someone hop on while I grind? Hey, can someone hop on while I build? And it's just, like, I have a feeling that they're, like, you know, looking at me weird, like, Adopt Me boy? Mr. Adopt Me boy, what are you doing here? Nonetheless, my friends are great. They don't have any content creation channels or anything, so it's not like I can shout them out and go follow them now. But, yeah. I'm surprised that this is, like, my first, like, video I've ever made relating to, Roblox or anything. Or, like, you know, I haven't even, like, tried anything like this before. Because, in general, I've always wanted to, ever since I was, like, a little baby boy in the intermediate school. But, it's just, I don't know. I've always been too scared, and I've always, like, made so many excuses for myself, and I was like, fuck it, might as well. Especially with, like, and then, like, you know, going fuck it, might as well, especially with how little resources I have right now, is, like, really funny to me, because, like, I can't even, like, draw properly. I did this with, like, my trackpad. Like, the PNGtuber that you're seeing right now, all 4 motions, like, I drew with my trackpad in my finger on MS Paint. You can tell that it was drawn on MS Paint, because it's super crummy. I normally do better art than this, but in general, yeah, I don't have the most resources right now. Again, ignore any lag you see in the video as well, because my PC is very low end, and, I'm not, and, we don't have the money to replace that right now in my house. I'm very poor as well. It should be coming up at the end of the video now, about a minute or 2 left on it, so, in general, I hope you enjoyed listening to me yap and everything. This is the first time I've done anything like this, and especially because I had to re-record the entire thing, because, you know, I accidentally did it with my mic completely on mute. I don't even know how I didn't notice that, but, you know, in a moment, I'm probably gonna, like, move my mouse all around the timer, going like, it ended, no! But, yeah, in general, I hope you enjoyed. Don't subscribe. I probably won't post often. Don't comment. Please comment, and please like. That's all I really want. I like talking to people, as you can tell. And in general, again, in total, I got 3 age-up potions from this grinding session. I'm not spending $2 or more on on the 2-patch thing, so don't give me that tip. And again, hope you enjoyed. Hope it was, at least entertaining to listen to this weird guy yap, this weird 17-year-old. And if you were a 12-year-old and listened to all this, don't say the curse words like fuck, shit, and bitch around your parents, at least. And don't say it as often as me. Be respectful. Okay? Okay. Thank you for watching. Again, comments are appreciated. Nothing else is needed. Have a good day.